Welcome back for another video. Got funny trader exploding on social media and over 13 million in payout. They got the old tech, MetaTrader 5, and yes, they let you trade news on every account, even instant funding accounts. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to pass the evaluation at Got Funny Trader, explain the account types, key trading rules, and the latest updates you need to know to make your viewing experience smoother and help you spend your valuable time to the part you care about the most. You can use the chapter that are already set up below. Now, let's get started. For those who are new, what is Got Funny Trader? Got Funny Trader is a city platform. Basically, they let you trade with the money instead of your own, and you keep a share of the profits. To get funded, you can either pass a challenge or skip it by choosing an instant funding plan. They support platforms like TradeLocker, MarkTrader, CTrader, and MetaTrader 5. Now let's talk about the accounts. Got Funny Trader offers 4 main options: 1-step, 2-step, 3-step, and instant funding. Once you get funded, you're officially a funded gold trader. Let's start with the simplest one first, the 1-step accounts. Account sizes range from 15k up to 200k, and for this video, I'll use the 100k account for example. On a 100k 1-step account, the profit target is 10%, so you need to make $10,000 to pass and move to a funded gold account. The daily drawdown is 4% of the initial balance and applies to both the evaluation and funded phase. It's checked daily at 5 p.m. EST and it pays on whichever is higher, your balance or your equity. For example, your balance is $100,000 and your equity is $99,000. The balance becomes the reference point. In that case, your equity cannot drop below $96,000 for the day. So in simple terms, the system always uses the higher number and sets the drawdown from there. There's also a max loss rule of 6% on a 100,000 account. That means your balance or your equity can never drop below 94,000. Leverage 1 to 30, and the profit split starts at 80 with options to increase it up to 100% using add-ons. Now that we're done with the 1-step model, let's move on to the 2-step account. This model requires traders to pass 2 evaluation phases before receiving a funding account. The account comes in 3 versions: Gold account, Standard account, and Pro account. Let's start with the 2-step Standard accounts first. On the 2-step Standard account, Step 1 comes with a 10% profit target. Once you pass that, Step 2 becomes easier with the profit target reduced to 5%. Across both Step 1 and Step 2, the daily drawdown is set at 5% and the maximum drawdown is capped at 10%. These same drawdown limits continue once the account becomes a funding account. Now let's move on to the most popular option, the 2-step Gold account. This one is generally more trader-friendly compared to the previous one. In Step 1, the profit target is 8%. Once you pass that, Step 2 requires a 6% profit target to get funded. Across the stages, the daily drawdown is 4% and the max drawdown is capped at 10%. These rules stay exactly the same once you move into the funded gold account. Now let's move on to the 2-step Pro account. Step 1 comes with an 8% profit target, and Step 2 becomes significantly easier, with the profit target reduced to just 4%. The daily drawdown is set at 4% and maximum drawdown is capped at 8%. These same drawdown limits continue once the account becomes funded. And there's no time limit either evaluation phases. Leverage goes up to 1 to 100, and the profit split on the funding account starts at 80%. So which account actually gives you the best value? To answer this properly, I like to focus on Step 1, that's usually the hardest part of any platform. If a trader can get through Step 1 without difficulty, Step 2 is rarely where things fall apart. On the 2-step Standard account, Step 1 requires a 10% profit target with a 10% maximum drawdown, so you are being asked to make profit equal to the full drawdown range. The 2-step Pro account follows the same idea, just with smaller numbers. You're looking at 8% profit target and 8% max drawdown. Meanwhile, the Gold account is where the structure changes in a more meaningful way. Step 1 still requires an 8% profit target, but the max drawdown is 10%. In simple terms, you're working with a wider risk profiles that are having everything perfectly balanced. The idea when choosing an account is to look at the profit target and the maximum drawdown ratio. The smaller, the better. Personally, when I look at the rules and the pricing together, the two-step GOAT account makes the most sense to me. That said, this only works if you already respect risk. If you're still overledging or trading emotionally, no account structure is going to fix that. Now let's move on to the three-step account. Step 1 requires a 6% profit target, and both Step 2 and Step 3 also require 6%. So the difficulty is evenly spread across all three phases. The daily drawdown stays at 4% and the maximum drawdown is capped at 8%. These same rules continue once the account becomes funded. There's no time limit on any phase. Leverage goes up to 1 to 100, and the funded account starts with an 80% profit split with the option to upgrade to 100% using add-on. If you already have the skills and want to trade real capital right away, instant funding is the option here. No evaluation, no waiting. You start with a funded account from day one. Let's look at the Gold account version first, then to the Pro account. On the instant funded Gold account, the daily drawdown is 3% and the max drawdown is 6%. There's no profit target, so the focus is purely on risk control. The instant funding Pro account removes the daily drawdown entirely, but the max drawdown is tighter at 4%, and the profit split starts at 80%, with an option to upgrade to 100%. However, there's consistency rule for instant funding program. No single trading day can make up more than 50% of total profits for Gold accounts when requesting a payout. If that rule isn't met, you simply keep trading until it is. Now this is the most important part of this video. Before place a single trade with gold-funded trader, you really need to understand the rules. Missing one small detail can be enough to get your account closed or your payout denied. These are general trading rules that apply to all gold-funded trader accounts unless stated otherwise, so this part is important no matter which program you choose. First, news trading is fully allowed. You're free to trade during high-impact economic news, and it won't count as a violation. However, there's one specific restriction. Any trade opens or closed within 5 minutes before or after a high-impact news release, marked as a red folder on Forex Factory, can only generate up to 1% profit based on the initial account balance. If you make more than that, the extra profit is removed, but your account stays safe and isn't penalized. And on top of that, holding trades over the weekend is allowed. They allow the use of EAs as long as they comply with all prohibited trading practices. That said, high-frequency trading system, HFT, and gold arbitrage EAs are strictly prohibited. For copy trading policy, they do not allow copy trading in any form. Each account must be traded by you and you only. You're not allowed to duplicate trades or mirror strategies between accounts, whether manually or using EAs, at any stage. Moving forward, if an account remains inactive for 30 consecutive days, it will be considered breached. To avoid this, simply open the trades once in a month. Now let's talk about risk management. If excessive risk taking is detected, the firm may impose a 1% risk limit per trade idea. They watch how you manage your trade, and failure to respect this imposed limit can result in an immediate account breach. However, these restrictions may be lifted if the trader consistently demonstrates disciplined and safe trading behavior. They also strictly prohibit practices such as exploiting pricing or platform errors, using insider information, front-running trades, hedging across multiple accounts, duplicating trades or strategies, and using martingale or grid recovery systems. These rules are enforced across all accounts, and you can check the full details available on the official Help Center. Alright, now let's talk about rules for specific account types. For one-step and two-step models, traders must complete at least 3 profitable trading days during both evaluation and funding stages. Each profitable day must guarantee a minimum of 0.5% profit based on the account balance. And for the 3-step account, the minimum trading days rule only apply to the funded stage. Finally, let's look at instant funding models. Traders must complete 5 profitable trading days, each with a minimum of 0.5% profit. If floating losses average -2% of the account balance, the account will be gone. And for funding accounts, any trade closed in less than 2 minutes will not be counted toward your profit. However, if the trade is a loss, the loss still fully applies. So it's something you need to adjust once you trade live. Now let's talk about the GoFunded Trader payout policy. This is one of the more exciting parts about becoming a funded trader. Across all programs, the first 2 payouts are capped at 6% of the initial balance. After the first 2 payouts, the cap is removed. Payouts are processed by quickly. Most accounts start with an 8% profit split, and you can upgrade it to 100% with add-on. And on funding accounts only, there's a daily profit cap of $3,000 per trading day. If you make more than that, the extra profit is removed. This is not a rule breach, it's just how they control risk. And the minimum payout amount is $100. Once you request payout, it's usually processed within 2 business days. And lastly, before signing up, make sure your country isn't on the restricted list. Pause the video if you need to. To wrap things up, GoFunded Trader is best suited for traders who already have a solid strategy and want flexible ways to get funded. One thing I do want to give them credit for is the dashboard. It's clean, easy to navigate, and everything you actually need is in one place. You can clearly see your drawdown, profit targets, trading days, win rate without having to dig around. For funding accounts especially, this makes it much easier to stay aware of the rules and avoid unnecessary mistakes. It's nothing fancy, but it does the job well. And that's exactly what I want from a dashboard. So that's a breakdown of GoFunded Trader from evaluation to payouts. Use the code in the pinned comment to get the best discount. If you want to learn more, head over our website where you find detailed reviews of GoFunded Trader and different platforms to help you choose the best one that fits your needs. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.